am Sure Sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is right, just representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Oh, boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. I am Man, and this is I Am Sure Sports. It has been a while since I've been with you, and so I hope you are doing well. Hope you are giving thanks for life. You understand me? Want to encourage you to stay positive and be strong in the midst of all of life's difficulties. You understand? It is indeed a tremendous benefit that we have an opportunity to live and to make the most of all the opportunities that are presented before us because of the Creator's blessing on our lives every day. And so in everything we give thanks because this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning us. Want to say, before I even get into the content, to all the people who are members of the channel, subscribers that we met at the Gold Cup, from Fabi, Andrew, English, and all the other fans. Some of you didn't give your name. Big up. Lots of love. And again, I just use this opportunity to say to content creators that there are people near, far, and wide that watch you. You have a lot of influence. So how you carry yourself, or you speak, or you conduct yourself is very important. All right? And you get respect when you give respect. All right? And you don't have to disrespect to make a point. You can be respectful, and your point is still heard. It is valid. Your voice is heard, and changes can be made. Now, I know many persons who want to hear all the tactical and technical things about the recently completed Gold Cup campaign for the senior men's team and just the World Cup qualifiers and all of that, because you have not seen me. I am going to do that later today, but I had to do this video to get out some stuff. This is the first thing I wanted to do. Just to give you some stories around the Gold Cup. One in particular that we had. This is the day after we traveled. Had to take an Uber to get some stuff done for the team as well. As you know, we as a team on these trips, let me just remove this so I can have a little bit more space around here. Yeah. So on these trips, what happened is that you have like incidental stuff. You have to buy a lot of stuff for the team on a daily basis, for training and just, stuff like that. So once you get into the States, you have to have cash to make some purchases and do like laundry and all of those things. So we had a small amount of cash because, you have to go for some of the laundries that you use. They use the coins, so you have to go there, exchange cash for coins. Any of you in the American system, you know what I'm talking about, because it is more better financially instead of using like 5-star hotels to do laundry and those stuff. So we always have a small amount of cash. All right. So had to take an Uber and took an Uber to go somewhere and had the bag in there, and the Uber driver drove off with door open with the bag, like put the suitcase out in the road. So went round to take up the suitcase. Driver sped off, calling him. Driver would not stop. All right, man sped off, and of course, it took some while to actually contact Uber to get the driver information to get him to return. All kind of stuff. I'm going to show you some of the messages, put up all the information. Why am I sharing this story though? So I'm going to go further, but I'm sharing this story because people always have this thing like Jamaica is the worst place. Jamaica have the biggest thieves and criminals, and there's nothing good about Jamaica. All right. And when they have bad experiences outside of Jamaica, they don't come and talk. So I want to share with you people that we have bad things in Jamaica and we have good things. But everywhere in the world, you have bad things. And there are some people outside of Jamaica who are not Jamaican, because Jamaicans are not the worst people in the world. They are criminals and scammers and thieves. All right. And there's no justice for you if you are not of a particular color or class in certain places and nations in this world. All right. So watch this. So man drove off with the bag. In the bag, passport, bank cards, and cash to buy stuff. Not a lot, because we are smart enough to know that we don't need to have a whole heap of cash, because we just use it for, like I said, for very simple things. All right. Couldn't get through. Long rigmarole to the point where so I'm going to get to the end of the story where we had to call LA County Police, Redondo Police, hide all kind of police, and no one was able to help us because it says that a criminal matter, all right, unless we can prove by some video footage that the driver actually drove off and the bag was not left in there, all right? So all that happened. Talking to Uber don't have a person that you talk to, you know. This is the Uber X. They don't have a person. They have AI. No resolution. So we have all the messages, all right? Get in touch with the driver. The driver tell us that him threw away the bag because it's Uber security policy. This is like minutes after, you know, say he threw away the bag. He saw the bag and he threw the bag away. And then we start saying, no, we need the bag because passports and stuff are in there, all right? End of the story is that he brought back the bag, drove off again, having taken out the cash out of the wallet in the bag. Yeah, he was asking us to pay him money to return the bag. All right, so I'm going to go back and search to find the bag, and if he find the bag, he will return the bag and all kind of silly stuff. So watch this. I'm going to put up this because I want you to believe me, no people. Watch this. This is some of the communication. So I'm going to put up some of the communication so you can see. All right, reaching out to us about this concern. It was a pleasure to assist you. If you come across any more issues, feel free to message us. Where have we resolved this issue? All right, and so we told them thanks for reaching out. So let me go to a next message because we need to go from the very beginning and share. So this is one. So this is so I want to show you proof that we took the trip. So this is the driver right here. Goes by the name Andre. He drive. So it was a Jeep Wrangler, a 9E, capital E, O as in orange, D as in dog, 737. See that? We pay money. See, look, we're staying at Redondo Beach Hotel. See it here, 107. See it there? And we went to La Brea Avenue, 202. No joke, all right? So that is what happened. You see it, people? We are showing everything because it's no joke. No joke, all right? No joke, all right? So bam. So I want to give you all the information. See me here, Andre. Long time I drive with Uber. See it 7.5 years I drive with Uber. See it there? Knows English and French. All right, bam. St. Louis, Missouri. Orlando, from St. Louis, Missouri, Orlando, Florida. Don't know how you Americans can do that. All right. Call driver about like you can call the driver anonymously. This is Uber talking to us. All right. So now in the green is somebody, right? Thanks in advance. Because I am not able to get a response regarding my last item, I have made a report at the police station that my item is stolen. All right? I don't understand what are you saying. So we ask him, hey, sorry, I can't call on this phone. Uber tried contacting you, but unfortunately you didn't answer. I discard the item. This is the driver I know. He says, I discard the item for safety reasons. I am sorry. I had bad experiences when passenger would leave ear tags and items. All right, no ear tags, not and no item, nothing like that. So I didn't feel safe carrying that item on me. Sorry. So sorry. Contact Uber for anything else. All right. So we say we don't understand what you're saying. Like the man are telling you because I drive off with the bag, you know. All right. All right. These are some of our information talking to Uber. All right. I don't understand again. So we decided that. Then him starts, you know, I don't have your bag. Uber told me to discard it for security and safety reasons. Drivers aren't responsible for lost item. I'm so sorry. All right. Remember when him say personal, him say, best of luck, my friend. I'll try to check back in area soon when I come back in the area. So what happened is that he said he discarded of the bag, so he was going to check back in the area. All right. Man start ask, can you sell me $40 to this number? I'll let you know once I pick it up back from where it was. This is the bag him talk about. Then him say he would come by 8. And then him say hopefully it will be there. He said I dropped it off at the address. I dropped you off. Give it to a gentleman. You are so lucky. Uber told me you can add the tip, so I appreciate it. So what he's saying is that the destination that he brought me, he left the bag there. This was a lie because he never leave the bag there. So now police start get involved. We can go on and on, you know, with one whole heap of message, you know. All right? Because, yeah, we can go on and on with a whole heap of message and all the calls and things. And go a little further to explain what happened. All right? All of it is here, recorded. Again, why we're doing this? Because a lot of times when Jamaicans travel, we come back and say, boy, I can't bother with Jamaica because Jamaica to this, Jamaica to that, Jamaica to all kind of things. However, there are bad experiences people have overseas and they don't come and talk about. In Jamaica, it would have been so easy to track a taxi driver to get back your item. If you call one of the regular taxi services in Jamaica and this happened to you, you get back your item in Jamaica. In Jamaica. And Uber could not do this. Up to this point, the guy took out $421 of Jamaica's money, and we have not. You name Andre, the Jeep Wrangler when drive. Yeah, we have him plate and all of that. No justice. Man drove off with people's item, bro. Criminal, they're everywhere. Thieves and scammers are everywhere in this world. And so we reach out, like I said, we dialogue with him, you know. We did tell him that we are going to do this. The police were saying that they can't do nothing. They can't do anything. It's a matter for Uber. Uber is telling us that they can't do nothing. You have to just keep sending your email and AI responding to you. So imagine now, because we had players that we put on Uber to do like MRIs and those things. All right? If a player get kicked, Uber going to tell us to them now, they're not responsible for the safety of people in Ubers. They're not responsible for anything that happens to you. And you can't talk to the drivers. And there's no redress because if you go to the police tell you that you travel at your own risk, basically. Thieving driver. This driver is a criminal thieving driver. This type of attitude. And we have messages of him trying to scam us, to send him money, to sell money to him. He said it's a security reason. For security reason, when we spoke to Uber said they don't have any policy like that. And this was not like days. This was minutes after it happened, people. And from that day until the last day Jamaica played a game, we have been in touch with them. And nothing and no result. So, every time, I want you to remember this story, that every time you talk about how terrible Jamaica is an much thief and criminal Jamaica has as a nation, and the Jamaican people are as a people. I want you to remember that criminals and thieves are scammers, and scammers are everywhere. And some are worse than the people in Jamaica, like this driver who drive for Uber. And if you're in the area, be wary of this driver. I'm going to make sure you see him information because your life could be in danger. Because imagine now, him see you have some more money. He make him friends them come take you out of the car and go on with the seat there. See there? Imagine people, if you were in there with all $30,000 cash or something, or you had more money, your life would be in danger. See, June the 14th, your life would be in danger. Your life would be in danger. So don't be so critical of your own countryman. Criminals are everywhere. So I had to drop this content. I'm going to get into some football things later in the day, but I had to share this because I want people to know that is not just a Jamaican thing. It's not just a Jamaican thing because we make it about Jamaica too often. It's everywhere. Dishonest people everywhere. Criminals everywhere. Scammers everywhere. And people that have called out Jamaica. When people come here and they go through things, they go overseas and they make videos and they talk about how this person in Jamaica scammed them and that person. Jamaicans need to do the same. When you go and visit and you go on vacation in places or you travel to places and people scam you and people rob you, you need to come back and talk about it and publicize it as well. Because Jamaicans get robbed too. Do we understand? But that is what I want to share with you before we get into the football stuff, which we're going to do later. We're going to do a live video to have answer all your questions, get all your feedback. But make this video go viral. So anybody see this Uber driver can confront him. If you're a Jamaican and you ever take this driver vehicle, ask him about this. Ask him and say, bro, are you Rob, the Jamaica National Senior Men's Team when them come here? Are you? I call the police on him too. It is reported to LA County Police and the High Desert Police and the Redondo Police. They all know. Call them and say, this is the man that you're trying to find. Because Uber says there's no redress. Yeah. But I am Mannings Man. Hold on. Make sure you hit the like button on the subscribe and share. I am Mannings Man. And this is I Am Sure Sport. And as usual, when it comes to this point of the show, you know how it goes. We say, we are over and we are all you out of here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share, my people. We're gone.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing was in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.